Darth Bane is quite possibly the most revolutionary Dark Lord of the Sith in all of Star Wars. Bane was wise enough to put the teachings and philosophies of Revan into action, coming to the realization that there were simply too many Dark Lords of the Sith within the galaxy, and that in order for the Sith to grow and flourish most effectively, there needed to only be two of them, one to covet power and one to seek it above all else. There were very few things that this great and terrifying Dark Lord of the Sith ever feared. In fact, Bane prided himself in conquering his fears years ago before he ever discovered the true power of the dark side of the Force, and when he was a simple grunt in a war. However, everybody fears something, and there was one Force ability that Darth Bane's very apprentice would display that would cause Bane to shake with terror. What did Darth Bane really fear, and this Force ability that he feared? Well, it was actually fear itself. There is a variation on the Jedi mind trick, or rather Force mind trick, known as Force fear, but this is not quite powerful enough to impact the likes of Darth Bane, again a being who claimed to have mastered fear. However, Bane's very apprentice Darth Zannah created a variation of Force fear, a variation that incorporated Sith magic into a ritual. Zannah would call this Force ability Summon Terror. Force fear was described as an ability that would penetrate one's mind, causing them to experience their greatest failures and fears. It would cause them to become immobile and begin to shake. Their fears would literally become a reality because their very mind would turn on them. Darth Zannah, though, took this Force ability and amplified it. Again, amplified it using Sith alchemy and Sith magic. It's important to note something about Darth Zannah. Darth Zannah was not an especially talented lightsaber duelist, or even especially powerful in the dark side of the Force. As far as raw power is concerned, that is. What Darth Zannah was, though, was extremely learned, and she knew a great deal about Sith magics and various applications for Sith magic. Darth Zannah herself created a ritual that would amplify the Force ability of Force fear, again known as Summon Terror. And what resulted was a Force ability that had the capacity to kill. But even more terrifying than this, Darth Zannah could level it however she wanted to. She could even have you have no recollection of Summon Terror after you experienced it. Or again, she could use the very Force ability to kill you. Or potentially the worst case scenario, she could cause you to experience the deepest, darkest fears of your subconscious for as long as she wanted, even until your very body began to crumble away. Or even worse, before your mind began to destroy itself. This is what Darth Zannah said about one of the subjects that she experimented on Summon Fear with. She's not dead, though whatever's left of her mind surely begs for death. Darth Zannah described using the Force ability as focusing the Force itself. The only real drawback of the ability is it took a few seconds to conjure. Darth Bane would eventually grow to fear this Force ability, and believed that one day, just as the rule of two required, he would be on the receiving end of it. And it was because of the knowledge of the existence of this very Force ability that Darth Bane trained far longer to master his fears, whatever they may be. Again, this reality eventually did occur when Darth Zannah attacked Darth Bane to take the mantle of Dark Lord of the Sith. For the briefest of moments, Summon Terror was conjured, and Darth Bane was utterly shocked. But again, because he had prepared for the Force ability, he managed to conquer it. Although again, he feared the very existence of it a great deal, and believed that no other being in the galaxy would ever master it to the point of his very apprentice. The apprentice that would kill him on the same day, Darth Zannah. But what are your thoughts on the Force ability Summon Terror? And realistically, the only Force ability that Darth Bane truly feared. As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.